A morning ritual for people who think deeply.
Zen A.M.
Hey man, you talking today?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. Time for Zen A.M. Start off with some breath work.
Blood fire.
What's good, everybody, man? It's Friday, January 30th. Man, another episode of Zen A.M. I'm your host, Nehemiah. We got Dari and DTB, Brooks. Another day. It's Freaky Friday, y'all. We going Freaky Friday, y'all.
Yes, today Freaky Friday,
Today
man.
is Freaky Friday, y'all. That means that nothing is off limits today. All right. Shout out to all of y'all who made it through the week. Man, just making it through the week sometimes just feel like a victory. So we gotta reward ourselves for those victories. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think one of the things that we do is we just put our head down and we just grind so much that we forget to enjoy the fruits of our labor. And I've been reading Genesis recently, and even God didn't do that when he created the earth. He would stop and see that it was good and chill, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do more of that. So it's Freaky Friday, man. We done made it through the week. Pat yourself on the back, and we're gonna have an amazing weekend. That's what I think. We're gonna have an amazing weekend.
I think we're gonna have a great weekend. Sorry about that, y'all. What I'm trying to do is I have family members over and I'm trying to get them to watch Zen A.M. on my TV downstairs. So I was just trying to get everything situated.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be one great week. I was gonna say hello, but I'm trying to be intentional with my words. So it's gonna be one great week. And I'm excited for it. Y'all know this is my favorite day to relax, reset, recover. That's the R&R, right? I always get it mixed up.
I think it's there's release in there too.
Okay. Release.
You had created the release. That's why we got all this stuff recorded, because we drop stuff and we don't know what our OA is gonna go. And sometimes it turn into a ting, sometimes it don't turn into a ting.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact.
Over here playing with these camera angles just a little bit. Man, can you believe that January is already over?
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
I can. You know why? Because somebody like me, my birthday's in February.
Oh, so you're ready.
I'm ready.
You sitting over here, you can't wait.
I can't
wait. Patiently. Yeah. I'm gonna go to this comment right now by our brethren, Boo Man. It says, I enjoy being home this week. Oh, you read it. You the comment reader.
Let's go.
What am I doing?
I enjoy being home this week. Back in the office today, realizing that I'm not working hard enough because 9 to 5, life is not for me in my future.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that there. Ooh, I love this topic.
Go there.
I love this topic so much because this is one that I'm very passionate about. This is one that I speak out on so much, just because to me, time is the most important currency a person can have.
Mm-hmm.
And if most of our time is going towards building other people's dreams, when do we build ours?
Yeah. That's the $1 billion, zillion dollar question.
When do we build ours?
Yeah.
Is it in the morning before we go build theirs? Is it in the afternoon after we build theirs? Is it during the weekend? Remember when we get the weekend of the deal? Is that when we build it? Like, when are we supposed to build our dream? And when incentives are given to us in these companies for us to be pushing and building our dream, there is none, because us building our dream takes away from their dream.
Mm-hmm.
Now they got to find somebody to replace us. Now they got to go through HR. Now they got to go through the hiring process. They not They're not trying to do that. What I've learned in a lot of the positions that I've been in is people want to keep you right where you at, not because they don't like you, not because they don't believe in you, just because right where you at is right where they need you.
Yep. Could
And
I chime in on that one?
heck yeah.
Shout out to my first manager. I love her to death because she gave me a great opportunity. But she kept me stagnant for her own comfortability as well as assurance of knowing a job was going to get done. It's like you place people where you want them to be, like you said. And it was times where I'm like, I'm thinking about going here. I'm thinking about going there. Like, oh no, you don't want to do that. You don't want, like, she was literally like forcing me to like stay by throwing up fear. We talked about fear earlier this week, throwing up fear, and that kept us stagnant. So I agree with you 100%. It's like these companies don't want us to grow, don't want us to evolve and become our own better selves for our own well-being.
Man, this is a topic that we actually could be talking about all day, which I don't think we should not address it, but I think that we need to get into a little bit of breath work first.
Let's get it.
That's what I think, because this is when we going. I know some people's blood gonna be boiling after this. They're gonna be, look, I don't want none of y'all quitting your job after this episode. All right, don't be like, Zen A.M told me to quit my job,
No,
and now
I
I'm
ain't-
sitting
I
over
ain't
here.
saying
Ain't
that.
nobody saying all that.
I ain't saying
So
that.
we going look. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna break out all of the energy from this week, y'all. It's Friday. We done went through a lot of energy that attached to us. We done ran through a lot of emotions. We may have had some arguments. We may have had some disputes. We may have had some badass kids running in our face, customers we dealing with. We just energetically, we just deal with a lot. So let's just break all of that energy off of us right now. Energy can attach to you. So we're gonna break it all off right now. These shakes that you're doing, they're energetic shakes. They loosen up the energetic field. So you'll see it a lot in Kundalini yoga. There's a technique where you're sitting on the ground and you literally lift yourself off the ground and then pop back down. And this is just breaking all of that stagnant energy that attaches to us. We'll go ahead and deep breath in through the nose. Hold it. Release through the mouth. Hold it. Inhale. Hold it. Release. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Release. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Release. Hold. Let out a sigh. Yes, man.
That's perfect. Before we go there, I gotta give a shout out to my nieces. My nieces is in Illinois watching me. So I wanted to give
Which one? They on the chat?
No, they too young to be on the chat, but I talked to them on FaceTime yesterday and they was like, Uncle Derek, you shout us out. So shout out to Amore, Amaya, and Amira.
Shout out Amore, Amaya, and Amira.
Yeah,
shout on out.
Amora, Amaya,
Amora.
Amira. Yeah.
They all from the same parents?
All from the same parents.
That makes sense. They want their kids. Look.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know. Keep it at a minimum because she'll bust through this door. Matter of fact, I might need to lock my door.
Oh yeah, I think that might be smart because the thoughts in this show are not a representation of the thoughts of Darian or Nehemiah.
I love that.
We got to hit the disclaimer. We want to give a shout out to all of the people who are watching for the first time. All of the people on IG. Let me see. We got Passing Time, Princeton 10. We got Gabby 428. We got Cruella 22. We got Food Drink. Shout out to Ashley, Food Drink and Travel. We got Maya Pot. Hey, these Instagram names would be wild. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I can't even read half this stuff.
Shout out to the IG. I see y'all.
You see him out there?
Yeah. Well, I'm sending them through you, man. I'm looking at YouTube comments. Shout out to Rastafari Mook. That's why I was singing that song. Today is birthday.
Is he in here?
No, I don't think he
I don't
is.
see him in here.
Oh, he need to
Shout
wake
out,
up.
man. Yeah, we go to some Zen News. Our cousin's birthday today. So that means Josh's birthday too. You know him and Josh's birthday.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I think Josh used to confuse me too because he didn't know if his birthday was on the 30th or the 31st growing up. So to me, none of us know. I think he found out later, and I'm assuming it's either today or tomorrow. But him and Mook share a birthday similar.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
So shout out to Mook. When your birthday comes around, to me, that's the new year. That's how I celebrate the new year. I don't celebrate it on January 1st. I will sleep by 8 o'clock. But my new year is on birthday. Where was I at this time last year? Did I get to where I say I was going to be? What do I need to change? It's kind of a reflection time. So that's why I don't really party on my birthday. It's more of a reflection time of all right, take inventory, just like every business does in Q4. That's like my Q4.
You on it, man. You on it.
Yeah. We also got some Zen News.
Let's go there.
Wait, she said happy birthday to daddy. Look, man, I don't know if y'all up in here trying to flirt and all that, but look, we're gonna open up the Zen A.M dating app. I mean, to my daddy, here, Usher, you know your daddy's home. Yeah, that's another thing. That was one thing I never really got into was girls calling me daddy. I know it's Freaky Friday, y'all. And Darian brought this up. He said it's Freaky Friday. So
I did.
This was Darian's idea. But yeah, I was never into girls calling me daddy. Poppy, maybe. But daddy always just felt wrong.
Yo, your day is Wednesday, man. Friday is for us to relax. Your day is Wednesday, hump day. That's your day. Friday is my day to relax, reset, recover. Reset, all ours. Rejuvenate, rejoice, all ours.
Shout out to Sandra Rue, who just joined, 143 Gen Frat, who just joined, man. Look, I don't know. I'm just saying, it's Freaky Friday, y'all. I was never one to be called daddy. I'm just saying. It just didn't sit right with me. Because then what happens when you're around their real daddy?
I seen a
video. That was feel weird.
I seen a TikTok. The girl.
Oh, when they were saying that around.
Here you go, daddy, and the boyfriend grabbed his hand out, and the father grabbed his hand out. He looked at him like, "What?"
It's weird.
Yeah.
What about you? You like? Is that something you like?
What, to be
being called daddy?
Call me what you want, but don't call me Colette.
Why not? He said, if you like it, I love it.
Yeah. Call me what you want, but don't call me Colette. Hey, I gotta take one out of your book for one day.
I ain't never answered politically.
Always.
When?
You like, I don't care. That's political.
That's not political. That's a genuine. If there's something I cared about, I say it. When have I ever held back something I cared about and then got off the phone with you and be like, you know what, I actually do care about that. I ain't never done that.
Okay, I'm gonna let you live.
I ain't never done that. You want me
to be honest?
Yeah.
Nah, you
flat Earth?
Right.
Yeah, the flat Earth thing.
Yeah, flat Earth.
My answer was still the same.
No.
My answer has always been the same. If I had to choose based off of everything, I probably would lean towards it being flat, but I don't think that this is a physical plane, and I don't think that it matters whether it's flat or not. I think that this world does not even exist. I think it's just like putting on a Meta Quest VR set. So it doesn't matter if it's round or flat. That's how I feel. And if you spend time thinking about the playing field, you forget about the game.
Hey, you got that one. I'm gonna let you land that one.
I don't be political, man. That's the reason why I get canceled all the time. I wish I could be political. I wish I had that in me. I would go live on IG so much more if I had a filter. Like, you never talk on the challenge because of the stuff that I would say.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The people that I'm around and y'all, me and Amaya so zen.
Yeah. I had the privilege to be on your call list when you was on the challenge, and The stuff that he was doing in the room, he would be on the walkie-talkies talking to the people. Like, I'm like, man, you probably giving them hell right now. But it's good, man. It's all fun and games. Like you live. You're not uptight. You know, you love to have a good time and you express how you feel and you like to make everyone else feels, you know, not tense. Like,
Yeah.
relax and be calm.
Yeah, I definitely like that. Shout out to Pretty Little Mess, 17 on IG, Kristen, Jonathan, Cloth Jr. They got these names. I think it's because IG just got so many accounts that you just you can't even do regular names. You can't be like Benson.
No, you gotta add like 5 zeros, 3 underscores.
Because there's a million users. Yeah, I think when you in the challenge, man, that is you gotta walk a fine line because everybody's always looking for a reason to make a target because it's an elimination game. So they are looking, especially the night before an elimination, they looking for arguments. They're looking for anything to make their decision easier. Because when you have to pick people, it's a tough decision. But let them do just one thing. It makes it so much easier for the house to vote you in because they be like, well, you know, last night we didn't really like how you was talking to Janelle, so we're gonna vote you in. And the house is just like, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna go with the house vote. And it's just so I keep my mouth closed. Until I know I'm going in. Once I know I'm going in, then I cuss everybody out.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you know, this man like,
yeah.
Come up over here.
Oh man. So what we doing? We doing Zen News or not? I think it's Friday. I definitely want to tap into that topic we was talking about earlier. Is when do you have time for yourself, or when is the right time to make time for yourself?
We got a little bit of Zen News. I mean, it's all bullshit. The world is bullshit right now.
Most definitely.
Want to hear that shit. Look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I ain't. Y'all got enough outlets talking about ICE right now. Y'all got enough outlets talking about Trump right now.
Yeah.
Y'all got enough of that, man. Like, we'll touch on some of that stuff, but y'all got enough people talking about that. One of the Zen News that I popped up on that I was real curious about. Oh, there's a few of them actually.
Okay.
But I do want to talk about that other one. I wanted to talk about I Show Speed out in Africa.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to talk about that. And then I also, do you know who Black Coffee is?
Of course.
You know he's getting a divorce?
No, I didn't.
You know his wife is getting half?
Really?
His wife about to get $500 million.
Really? Dang.
Look, if you ain't no punk, holla, we want prenup. We want prenup. Yeah. It's something that you need to have, because if she leave your ass, she gonna leave with half.
For real?
She about to leave with 500 of them tangs. Now look, y'all. Me being the man that I am, I've never been married, right? So I can't speak for marriage people. I have way more experience for that. But does marriage entitle a person to half of a person's everything? Like, does marriage entitle you to that? Like, I'm very, very curious about that, because they be like, they bring up the argument, right? She raised the kids or he raised the kids, because it's men and women who go through this. It's not just men. A lot of successful women. Britney Spears had to do that with Kevin Federline, right? Like, it's a lot of successful women who deal with this too. And I get that, right? But why is that argument only made when it's our kids and then divorce? She raised the kids, she should get $500 million. Then how come y'all not making that argument for teachers who are making $25,000? It's only the millions when y'all want half of something. Like, now raising a kid is worth this much money. But when we talk about all of these teachers who can't even make their bills, and they got to do OnlyFans, and they got to do barbering, and they got to do all these side jobs, and they raising all these kids, it's only then that money don't matter. You know, like, they not pushing for millions for them. So I'm just curious, like, does marriage entitle you to half?
Yes.
I don't know. It does?
Yeah.
Speak on it. Yeah, now I know this is you said it with a smile, so this is your political.
Well, to be honest with you, you know, when two come together, they form one. And once you sign that marriage certificate, you're considered one. So whenever you have to break that, you have to split that. And I don't agree with it, but if you sign a marriage certificate through your government, whoever government you subscribe to, they expect for you to split everything right down the middle. 500 million is a lot, but if I married someone and collectively over the years we made that, I would just go ahead and do it.
You say we made that, right?
Yeah,
She ain't make none of that music.
doesn't matter. But she was in the environment. She probably played a part that a lot of people didn't see.
But that's what we assume.
Right,
That's what we assume.
right.
I don't
But I'm
think
gonna
that
be
everybody.
honest.
I don't think that everybody plays a part in somebody's career. I think
So
that
let's
we just assume because they're there that they
right.
played a part, but we don't see how many times they didn't argue, how many times that their reflection and left that person out the studio, how many
That's your
times they
fault.
didn't.
That's your fault for not knowing who you was marrying. But
I agree with that.
me,
I agree
me,
with that.
me and you know Black Coffee travels a lot. Like he'll do 3 shows in one day in 3 continents.
He really will. I
And
don't know
he
how he
probably
did that.
won't see his wife or his kids. And that's probably why she wanted to get a divorce. But that plays a lot.
I think he had kids with somebody else.
Oh, he had kids with somebody. Oh, yeah. I meant
I think someone along the lines of that. I don't be getting in people's drama
tell you
like
though,
that.
South Africa, they get busy over there. Like they had,
That makes sense.
Africa in general, multiple
Yeah.
wives. They really the motherland of doing all of that.
Yeah. So you think they're entitled. So you're on the if I marry a person, and it's not like that in every state.
Oh,
Every
it's not
state
like
is
that?
different. No, every state is different. Some states lean heavily towards the women. Some states are much more fair. It just all depends, and that's why United States is really just a business entity, because depending on where you are, the rules change.
Right. But if I love
So
somebody, if I marry them and we decide to go our separate ways, I don't want to see you bad, even if you going to somebody else. Like we just chop it down. I'll rebuild again.
500 million is a lot.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot. Some people can't even handle that kind of money.
He should have cut back on some of them DJ gigs or Amore piano albums.
Well, his it's $1 billion. His company is $1 billion company, so that's the reason why she got 500.
Yeah.
So he's still. I mean, that's half.
Yeah.
He
And
got
he gonna get
500.
it back. He gonna get it back, man.
That's a big hit, though. You remember what the movie was, the show Snowfall?
Yeah.
You remember how when he had that million at the end, he was trying to get his 30 million. Like, look, homie,
Yeah.
I don't care what we got to do. I'll murk this agent right in front of y'all. Give me my monies.
All right. Let me go look in the comment section right quick because I see him out there. Shout out to my sister Latia. She says, what I don't understand is people marry someone knowing they're the breadwinner, and the whole time they just spending their person's money, not putting up for any rainy day. Pam says, hell yeah, I want half, and they should get 20% from me. Latia says, if you don't put up for a rainy day, you get what you get. Boo Man says, having a piece in your life to be the greatest you can be is underestimated. If your spouse created the peace for you to make millions, they should share in the wealth. Hey,
I agree with that. I think that in a lot of situations, the woman was the backbone, right?
Yeah.
I definitely agree, or the man, because
Or
it's
the
not
man.
just a man or woman thing. Look at the story of the Commodores, for instance. I'm not exactly sure what his name was, but my homeboy, his daddy from the show, Adam King, his daddy was one of the Commodores, and his daddy's the one who wrote Brick House, right? And he was writing Brick House, and he just couldn't get the words right. He fell asleep, woke up, and the song was done. His wife had finished it. So I know there's a lot of women who hold their men down, especially that African women, they men kids, but also know that there's a lot of a lot of DOBs out here.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
There's a lot of a do nothing bitch, for lack of a better term. And that goes for men too. Hey, that goes for men too.
Yeah.
Like this is not a man or woman thing, because there are a lot of women who are breadwinners. A lot of them. So there's a lot of DOBs up out here. So it's like these DOBs is getting cake. Shannon Sharp had to drop 20 million. That's a
Shannon
little
different though.
different. That's a
He
little
was tricking
different.
off.
Yeah, that's tricking off. That's definitely tricking off.
He was tricking off.
That's definitely.
Well, we gotta stop. I mean, if we in a marriage or a business, because I see a lot of business people do this. That go in business together. We gotta stop being selfish with one another. Because it's like we came in as a collective. We was on an agreement, and sometimes we go different paths. Let's just cut everything in the middle and just let bygones be bygones.
So
That's
you
added.
agree with
That's
that?
added stress and added worry. Because all the lawyers gonna do is run that bill up.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to come back. They said that they want the 2004 tiny house, and then they want the 84 Rolex.
That's true.
They like just whatever you want. This is what I want. Let's move our separate ways.
No, I like that. Nah, you got a good point. We're gonna shout out to all our IG, Coolio Breeze, Lens, RJ Fox, Cobb Rock.
Damn, they out there today.
I don't know what the hell your names is, man, but that Sour Patch Kid, Danielle Nicole, we got Steel Rose pop up. That's not like a porn name, Steel Rose.
Can I call you Rose?
That's a song?
Yeah.
Steel Rose. That's gonna be my if I ever get into the adult industry, it's gonna be Steel Rose.
Man, your day Wednesday.
I know it's always the black dude with the name Steel. It's always, isn't it? It's always some black nigga with the name Steel, and he got those big old silver hoop earrings and that weird ass Hot Topic jewelry. And it's always a nigga just sitting in his picture like this,
with the fishnet.
With like one fingernail painted. You can't really call him weird. It's like, well, I mean, he.
Oh my
nigga
God.
Steel Rose, man.
Oh my goodness.
Like, you don't want your girl after Steel Rose have been through her. Look, man, we're gonna go back to the question. So we posed a question earlier today, and it was a very, very important question. Once Darian started getting us off topic about Steel and porn star names and stuff, we get back on topic. Okay. When do you have time to build your dream? And let that marinate with us. And are we spending the time building our dream? Do we even remember what our dream is? Do we know what it is? Is the dream an old one that we had in our 20s? Has our dream evolved with us today? Have we taken inventory on what's important to us now? Are we still chasing old dreams? Have we created new dreams? Do we write them? Like, where are we at with that? And without having those answers, that's why people get caught in these 9-to-5s. They haven't answered this stuff for themselves. They have not sat down and taken an inventory, because now we get wrapped up in these positions. We're building all these people's dreams. We forgot what ours is. And then when you ask them what their dream is, they don't even know. So of course you're going to build somebody else's if you don't even know what yours is. Of course.
That's a fact. I think if I could say like a good time is probably early in the morning. Like if you gotta wake up, if you have kids or if you solo, if you gotta wake up at 6 o'clock, wake up at 5, push back an hour, spend that hour to journal, to reflect, to take inventory, and give that time to yourself. And then an hour before you go to sleep. So if you normally go to sleep at 8, cut everything off at 7. So you give me yourself 1 hour in the morning and then 1 hour at night, and then on the weekend you really can definitely tap in. But the time is now. It's so many ways that you can be an entrepreneur, so many ways that you can let your dreams flourish with AI and things like that and automation. So I definitely feel like those are the times that you should definitely pour into yourself.
And that's true. And that's what, I do too. And you're right about that. So me, I have a regular job too. For those who don't know, I got a regular job. I got a 9-to-5. I work right now with the pest company, and I'm going to be helping them scale. They want to start opening up locations all around the world. So I'm working with a company called Bug Bros, and I like the job. One of my last tasks was I'm creating Google ads right now for them, so I like my job. I do still have dream though. And I have to get up early in order to make that happen. And I have to stay up later. I get up, my job starts at 9. It's literally a 9-to-5. It starts at 9. So I tried getting up at 8. I tried getting up at 7. and you just don't. I didn't have enough time. By the time I
Mhm.
looked up, it was time to go to work. So I had to be like, how many hours do I need? Now I'm up at 3:30. I'm up between 3:30 and 4:30. Um, that gives me 5 hours to do everything that I need to do before I even start work. So by the
Mhm.
time I start Bug Bros, I didn't already did my morning routine, worked on myself physically, spiritually. We done Zen A.M, edited and got this episode up, and I done an hour work towards my goal and my dream.
Mhm.
And then I start my job. And I go in there and I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. I don't
Right.
feel like they're taking all my time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a sacrifice, but that's what we have to do because you still got to pay the bills, right?
Most definitely.
So it's like I think that you need to have a dream board
Yeah.
because we have vision boards,
Mhm.
right? What about a dream board?
Mhm.
I think sometimes the vision board can be a little too based on reality. And I think when we dream bigger than what reality offers us.
Yeah.
That's why I think dreaming is more important than vision.
Mhm.
Sometimes you got to have both. Dreams are the things that keep us alive and keep us going. Albert Einstein, all these people, they had dreams. Most of the stuff that we are experiencing, this microphone was
Yeah.
somebody's dream.
Dream.
The ability to talk to someone who was not there was somebody's dream. The ability to stream and have people, regular people like us, be able to have a platform to do podcasts, that was somebody's dream.
That's true.
This is all somebody's dream. So where's ours, and how do people experience ours, right? And how do we get it out to the world? And sometimes they're not for the world. Sometimes it's just for our family. Sometimes our dream is just to be a good parent
Right. Right.
because our parents were shit.
Right.
So I think that we can't know when to build our dream until we know what our dream is.
Mhm. Writing it down and inventorying it, and dreams is powerful, bro. And I think because sometimes we try to share our dreams, I think that's the no-no
Hmm.
because you don't know the energy that you're receiving from that person to say, you know what, man, I want to create the first boat that can fly. You're
Mm,
like, man, get out the way. You know no boat can't fly. And already they put in a ceiling on your dream. They
right.
treatment showing your dream. So I definitely agree with you. A vision board definitely should be a thing, and also a dream journal.
Yeah.
I feel like us dreaming that night and us really sitting down with that and reflecting it, it could be a true portal to the other side or the higher side.
Yeah.
So I would definitely agree. I want a dream journal because I do dream a lot, and sometimes, wow, because we were supposed to talk about this lucid dreaming and things like that. How do you know when you're actually in a dream? And I heard that they say always look at your hands because sometimes you may have 6 fingers or you may lose a thumb. But I feel like once you get on that other side to dream, you can really take stuff back here and
Hmm.
really put things in motion.
Yeah. Have you ever lucid dreamed before?
I have.
Hmm.
You want me to tell you something?
Yeah.
I dreamt me and my girlfriend had the same dream and we was actually teleporting at the same time and we
Mm.
woke up finishing each other's dream.
That wasn't a dream then.
Well,
That's astral
lucid
projection.
astral projection. I'm sorry. Yes,
That's
we
what
astral
that's
projected.
that's what that is, Ray. I'm over here spilling all types of shit on myself, man.
It's all
Gotta get my
good, man.
stuff together, man.
It's all
Here
good.
looking like a toddler. Fucking sippy cup and shit. Next thing I have my coffee in a sippy cup in the bed. I'm gonna be sitting here smacking macaroni all over the place. Like
We gotta get your hot shit.
sitting here like I'll be going to people's house with kids. I'll be on the couch like, why is there macaroni and steak? Like, there's you got food in here. Yeah, that's definitely astral projection. And I believe that we are supposed to have control of our dreams.
Mhm.
Do you ever fly in your dreams?
I can't say I have. I can't say I have not.
Okay.
That's a muscle that I'm trying to build and grow. Because you have to realize you're dreaming, and a lot of people don't realize it. That's why they
Oh,
wake up
really?
so quick. Yeah,
I be flying in my dream all the time.
for real.
All the time. I be breathing underwater too. You ever done that?
No.
It's crazy because I be in there and then I be underwater and I'm like holding my breath and it's like, you could breathe under here, right? And then I'll just be start taking little breaths, but I just be under there like, yo, I'm breathing underwater. And I always recognize it too.
Uh,
I'm like, yo, I'm breathing underwater, man.
See me, I'm
Shout out.
still a beginner. I wake up.
He said, I don't like men's anymore.
Yeah,
Said, I woke up with a lucid dream. I like women's.
you're a trip, man.
Shout out to Shano1018. Shout out to these names on Instagram. I'm just going Miney Herm. I don't know what your name is, but shout out to you. Shout out to Michael Kelty, man. I feel like Trump up here trying to read when he be up there. You're just gonna be all right. Like you can't read. Who was that? Bush who couldn't read, right? Remember when Bush was up? Bush used to have the worst. Bush was
And Biden. That was Biden.
Biden just couldn't function.
He couldn't talk. He couldn't do nothing.
Bush just couldn't read. The nigga just could not read. He'd be up there messing up stuff. He's like, fool me once, shame on you. He couldn't get the sayings right. That's why Obama was just smooth. Obama came in and was like, this Obama came in there and he had a cigarette in his ear. And he came out there like, nah, I'm from Hawaii. They was like, no, you ain't. So I've been to Hawaii. I ain't never seen your kind.
Right.
Man, that lucid dreaming, our dreams are this. I feel like when we get on our deathbed, right? If we are lucky enough to get a death to where we have a deathbed, to where it's not just a sudden death. Just to me, I feel like, and this is just studying and listening to a lot of people who've been there, their biggest regrets come from them not following their dreams. It's more than anything. Their biggest regret comes from them not following their dreams and not spending time with the people that they love more. Those are the two biggest regrets. I've never, ever heard someone who was close to death or right before they passed or anything who said, man, I wish I would have spent more time at the office. Right. I could have really nailed that. I could have really nailed that presentation more. I could have really built them up. I could have really got their 401k where I wanted. The HR department was horrible. I could have really fixed that up. You never hear them saying that. Ever.
Not one person.
So what does that tell you? Why are we wasting away doing all of that stuff when we know when we're on our deathbed, that's what we're going to regret that we spent our time doing? They say a man has two lives. One when he's born and the other life starts when he knows he's going to die. And that's how I be trying to live. Sometimes it get tough, but if we were to truly live, and monks do this, they contemplate death more than I think the average person. A monk, before they get out of bed, they think about life and they think about death. And I think that if we were to kind of, instead of being afraid of the thought of death or any of that, we tapped into that, our days will probably look a little bit different if we consider death a little bit more in our day. Not fascinating over it, but just understanding, hey, I'm grateful that I even get to wake up today. That lets you know that you had a chance to not.
Any second or any day could be your last. So you should live it. And I think I kind of wish we had like a thing where you could know like what year you're gonna die, because I think a lot of people would probably start living, I wouldn't say reckless, but more for self. And I think that's the beauty of it, of you don't know when you're gonna die. You don't know the next big event in your life. So it's like you just gotta take matters into your own hand and just do it, like without even no worry or no care. And if you do flop, it's okay, because you're doing something that you love. And to be honest with you, right? So like everybody know my father's been in the music industry for over
Ever.
30 years, right?
Ever.
And he has dreams, he has admirations, but he never stopped.
Mm,
Regardless if he get what he wants out of it, he never stopped.
mm,
And like seeing that and appreciating that, that's how I want to do. It's like something that I'm very passionate about. Just keep going till the wheels fall off. And even if it doesn't come up how you want it, you can say, you know what? I did it how I wanted to do it, and I was still living out my dream. Instead of
mhm.
having a 9 to 5 and say, man, I wish I would have done it. Or
Yeah.
I wish I could have been more better at it this way. Nah, just pick up. Today is the day and just start living out your dreams.
Yeah. Because, you know, a lot of people talk about this. It's even talked about in the Bible too. And it's when you go over to that next side and the creator is asking you, whatever creator you believe in, except for Muslim, because they believe that you're gonna get some virgins.
Oh, for
They
real?
think if you do it right, you're gonna, was it like 72 virgins or something like that? You're gonna be laid out. That's what they think, right?
Wow.
Something like that. Google the number, something like that. I'm like, what do Muslims do? You get virgins? Somebody put that in the comments so you can Google it. But you know, in the Bible, it talks about when you go back to the Creator, and He says, "I gave you 5 talents. Where did you multiply them?" And I think now we're in a place where this is the most that people have ever worked for anybody else in the history. Um, every other time, people were tradesmen and women.
Yo,
So they had their trade. Huh?
yo 72 V's is crazy.
Oh, you looked it up?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you
the
get 72
woman.
virgins. Yeah,
That's
you get 72
crazy.
virgins, man. I'm like, look, I thought this was heaven. You mean I got to deal with 72 women? No. No, this is a joke. This is not a form of heaven. Imagine dealing, and you know what happens, right? All of them are going to sync up at the same time. That's what happens with women when they together.
Yeah, most definitely.
They all sync up. You're going to be dealing with 72 birds. You thought you was out here living a life and all this now.
Well, let me ask you, is it periods in heaven? Like,
That's a good question.
there's no more pain, right? No more suffering.
Right? Imagine you get to heaven, you still got a period. It's like,
I pray the roles ain't reversed. Like men have periods in heaven and females is like.
he said, then he's like, if you get to heaven and I am not there, you are in hell. I don't know about that. 72 virgins, man. I'm cool. I'm cool on all that, man. 3. Just give me 3, right? And I don't even know if I want virgins. Like, you mean to tell me that half of my time in heaven is going to be trying to... No, give me 3 freaks who done already been around the block, who know exactly what to do, who know how to make the toes curl. I ain't going to be sitting here trying to teach you. Look, I understand that this is an eternity, but I'm not going to be sitting here teaching you.
It's like, come on, y'all stay on top. This all him. Because when he said 72 birds, I'm like, it's Wednesday. I'm like, oh no, he didn't, man.
What is the topic here? What is the topic here?
Living out your dreams, man.
Living out your dreams, you get your 72 virgins when you go over to heaven, and also you're gonna be wondering why your skills were not multiplied. And they're gonna look, why didn't you multiply your skills? You ain't getting your virgins now. We're gonna give you 72 single moms. now you got all that to do. Imagine
that's a lot. 72 V's. That's crazy.
Imagine like that's the difference between Muslim hell and heaven. Is like either you get the virgins or you get 72 single moms. Like, and you got to deal with the kids and all that. Look, man, we off topic today, but shout out to everyone who look. It's Freaky Friday. All right, this is how we get down on Freaky Friday. Like Darian started this day.
No, I didn't, man.
Ago, and
oh man,
I think it's man. Look, this is what we're gonna do. I think we gotta call it because the way that my brain work on Fridays. Shout out to I Am Joy who joined 24, Crazy Cutie. Denise Sarah 97. Shout out to all them on IG who is showing love.
You
We
ready to
got a
get
caller,
started?
y'all.
Yeah, we
We
got a
got a
caller.
caller.
Sent in an email. Says, "Good morning, Zen A.M. This is Darius calling from Houston, Texas." He says, "I've been thinking about how I'm always showing up for everybody else, work, family, friends, but I don't always show up for myself. So my question is, putting your mental health first, even if it means letting some people down, Zen or not?"
I think that first of all, when you say not showing up for yourself, you got to know what showing up for yourself is.
Mm.
I think a lot of us don't even know what that means in our
We got to
book.
define that.
Yeah, we got to define that. First, define that.
Yeah.
What does that even look like? Some people are like, I don't do nothing for myself. And then you ask, well, if you could do something for yourself, what would you do? And 9 times they're like, well, I don't know.
Man, you talking today. A lot of people
Right.
say that. A lot of people say that. I don't do nothing for myself.
And then you literally be like, okay, well, what would you do? And they say, I don't know.
Mm.
Well, that's the reason why you ain't showing up for yourself. You don't even know what that looks like.
Yeah.
You don't even know. So learn what it looks like to show up for yourself first before you start complaining about not being able to show up for yourself.
That's a fact.
And then that way you could create healthy boundaries, because part of our job is showing up for other people. That is part of our job, being here for other people. But learning how to put our own oxygen mask on first before the plane go down.
And that's what they teach us on the plane. Man, you
Mhm.
talking today. I was too unsure Freaky Friday how you was coming, but you always land the plane smooth and solid.
That's what Freaky Friday is about, man. Some real freaks, man. They leave you feeling good. Ask Cassie, she know. Look, why are you going there today, Darian? Look,
That's your brain. That's not even you. That's your brain.
this is not because anytime it come out that fast, y'all know this is not me. I am just a vessel for all of the Eddie Murphys and all of the great comedians and stuff out here. But yeah, learn to show up. Learn what showing up for yourself looks like.
Yeah.
Learn that first.
Prioritizing things that makes
Mhm.
you a better person and make you feel good, so you can spread that love to other ones, the people that you love. If I don't show love to myself, yo, the world is gonna be an evil place.
Yeah,
It's gonna be an evil place.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's gonna be an evil place.
Yeah, you're right. I'm like those Snickers commercials. And they
Most
were like, you're
definitely.
just not yourself when you don't show up for yourself.
Yeah.
I'm like this little grumpy old woman, and then I get a little bit of food in me, do my morning routine, get the gym, get some music, and I'm like, oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I wasn't myself.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's what happened to us. We just be grumpy and don't even know it because we're not showing up for ourselves because we don't even know what that is. We're not giving ourselves what we need.
We're not giving that stuff that oxygen. I always go to cars, man. It's crazy how much we prioritize a vehicle. We're gonna gas it up, make sure the oil, make sure the tires. We giving the car everything it needs to be its optimal self, So we gotta pull back into ourselves, man. It's 850, man.
Huh?
Said it's 850.
It's 850, y'all.
That was a great
show.
Man, great show.
Great show, y'all. I'm glad that y'all brought y'all. Hey, next Freaky Friday, look, get ready because I got some questions for y'all. Where's the freakiest place you had to turn down some sex? But look, that's next week. I want y'all to get y'all weekend in order. Don't be jumping ahead. Be present. All right. Get some R&R this weekend. Rest, relax, and release. And we're gonna see y'all on Monday. It's a holiday, right? Wait, what's Monday? What's Monday?
No, Sunday is a full moon at 5:09 p.m. That
Do
would
we
be
need to
fire.
do we need to do a full moon ceremony?
Because hey, we never had Instagram.
That's true. Oh,
Do y'all want to do a full moon ceremony together? Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all, I gotta be an advocate for this. When we did our first full moon ceremony, I wrote things that I wanted to release, and I'm gonna tell you, the best thing that I've ever done in the past 10 years was to be a part of that with y'all. And just to be in unison, we all just sitting down, doing it together. We created the vibe. We did the breathing exercise.
Yeah, we did.
We make it play some deep work lab music in the background.
Oh,
See if
yeah.
we can sponsor that.
Oh, yeah.
think that'd be fire.
So so we think it's Sunday then? Do a little surprise episode for the ones who want to do a little full moon ceremony?
I think that might be fire.
Well, not right. Now that we actually starting to get some views on this thing, now we getting a little bit of traction. Look, I was about to quit 2 days ago, y'all.
Yeah.
We was about to quit. It was like 12 views. I'm done.
Yeah.
We could just call y'all on the phone.
Right.
I got to get up at 4 a.m. to talk to 12 people. I FaceTime y'all at 12 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But we get some traction. All right, full moon, because we got the UFC and we got the boxing fight. We got
And
the UFC
boxing.
on Sunday.
Yeah, we got some things dropping
We
on.
got some things. So yeah, I might even start streaming me watching the fights. If we start doing the fight companion, we got the boxing fight. Look, we're gonna bring y'all into our world soon.
That'd be fire.
So hope y'all have a great weekend. Great episode. We love y'all. We'll see y'all on Sunday for those who want to do a full moon ceremony. And then for those who don't, we're going to see you early on Monday. Make sure you take inventory and find out exactly what your dream is. So Monday, you can start living that BI.
Rastafari love.
Holla.